So y'all, we got lottacashdesto caught in a traffic only weeks before signing to Kodak Black. We about to get into this. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to 1090 Jake for this video. We about to get into what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Memphis rapper lottacashdesto, who was shot and killed in Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Saturday, September 24th, 2022, Houston police responded to a shooting at 2:40 in the morning.
Oh shit.
Arriving on scene, officers found a silver Porsche SUV with Tennessee tags and inside were two women.
No.
The driver was dead and the passenger had been shot multiple times but was still alive.
That's sick.
A third male victim was located in the parking lot across the street, who'd also been shot during the initial attack on the SUV, which had been shot up from multiple directions.
Damn.
The surviving victims were taken to the hospital while the dead driver was identified as 25-year-old Destiny Govin, who's more commonly known as the Memphis rapper lottacashdesto. Investigators learned all
Whoa, it's a female?
three victims were in their early 20s, and Desto's family would be informed on her death. They shared with investigators that she lived in Houston, although her license plate was from her home state. Without a motive, several witnesses were said to have been interviewed, and police are looking for at least two suspects, as both rifle and pistol shell casings were left at the scene. Born in Memphis, Tennessee, Desto grew up in the city's southeast, more specifically the Orange Mound and Bethel Grove neighborhoods, which border one another. Orange Mound was the first neighborhood in America to be built by and built for African Americans in the 1890s, and the mound literally stands on what was the Daedric plantation. This was the South's Harlem before Harlem, and by the 1980s, Orange Mound was rampant with drugs, crime, and violence.
Now look here, I've been to Memphis, y'all, so I got a little story. Like I had vlogged it. I don't know if it's on this channel. It might be on this channel. I don't know. I had to go back some. But yeah, I've been to Memphis. It's pretty tough.
Born in 1997, Desto would start rapping as a teenager, with the role this song posted to YouTube in 2015, back when she was going by the name Fly Girl Desto at only 18 years old. She'd also be arrested that same year, and a total of 5 times within the next 3 years, on charges ranging from aggravated assault to driving with a suspended license. Her views would start taking off in 2022, especially after a feature with Lil Uzi Vert, which reached over 500,000 views. News of her violent death would hit social media hard, as it's been said she was Lil Uzi's artist, and many more rappers would come forward expressing a sense of sorrow in the hip-hop community, as her death comes less than 2 weeks after the murder of PNB Rock.
That's crazy.
Kodak Black would take to Instagram stating he was working on signing Desto to Sniper Gang, even going as far as sharing DMs between the two. Desto had apparently done a distribution deal with Empire, which led to Kodak's producer Derek saying, "Everyone that signs to Empire ends up dying. All they do is give you a bag and tell you to figure it out." He'd follow up with an article that details how PNB Rock was the 6th rapper signed to Empire to be murdered in 4 years.
Damn.
Back in 2018, Broward County, Florida rapper XXXTentacion was shot to death after being spotted in a motorsports dealership. He was robbed for $50,000 in cash by 4 men. In 2020, Dallas rapper Mo3 was chased onto a freeway in which he found himself stuck in traffic, so he got out of his vehicle and made a run for it. Mo3 was chased on foot before being shot in the back of the head with a rifle. A man with ties to a rival rapper was later arrested and charged with his death. 2020, Chicago rapper King Von was shot and killed in Atlanta after a fight turned shooting involving another rapper. Police then opened fire, killing an associate of King Von. Von's killer.
What y'all think it is? Sickening or what?
Police then opened fire, killing an associate of King Von. Von's killer remains free on an ankle monitor. In 2021, Memphis rapper Young Dolph was gunned down in a cookie store while buying his mother cookies. Both killers have since been arrested, one of which was also a Memphis rapper. In 2022, Draco the Ruler was fatally stabbed in the neck backstage at a music festival in Los Angeles after clashing with the rival rapper's entourage. His murder remains open with no arrests. Lastly, in 2022, PNB Rock was shot and killed in Los Angeles after a man demanded his jewelry inside of a Roscoe's restaurant. He was shot, and as Rock lay dying, the man proceeded to take his jewelry off his body. At this time, nobody has been arrested. While some may look at Empire or other music labels as heartless entities that only seek to profit without remorse, the common occurrence in each rapper's death that's been signed to Empire is bigger than the music industry. People are robbed, shot, and stabbed every day in cities across America. If you give a drug addict $1 million advance, there's a chance he'll overdose before he even gets to spend it. And when you give gang members or those living the street life that same amount of money, you're not changing the person, you're changing their ability. Whatever they already were, they're now that with more power behind them. And while XXX and PNB Rock may have just been victims of robberies, the only thing that separates them from any other victim is that they were rich, successful rappers who many assume should have known better or should have had security. But for the King Vons and Mo 3s, death and violence was a common occurrence. King Von has been named as the killer of multiple victims. He lived by the sword, and he went out on his shield. In the case of Desto, it's too early to make assumptions as to why she was targeted in the city she wasn't from, but Desto was already making enemies in the rap game. In a feature with Jacksonville rapper Julio Fulio titled Pop Out, she'd say Fulio had her smoking on Leaky. Leaky, whose real name was Maliki Beals, was 18 when he was shot and killed inside of a car in Jacksonville. Leaky had ties to a gang that rivaled Julio Fulio's, and like I've said plenty times before, when you pick your friends, you pick your enemies. Desto did a song with Julio Fulio and immaturely dissed his dead op, who she never even knew. Immediately following Desto's death, another Jacksonville rapper would diss her in response, as he was an associate of Leaky. But all this is just another example of how rap isn't the most dangerous job in America. It just comes with one of America's deadliest cultures. The line between the streets and music have become blurred, and as rappers profit off violent music and labels profit off rappers' lives, the cycle just continues. We'll just have to wait and see what new news comes forward in the case of lottacashdesto. And it's eerie looking at her Facebook, seeing only 6 days ago she was praising Houston as a better place to live than Atlanta.
Damn.
Now there's already rumors circulating about what happened to her. One person was even saying he saw pictures of the crime scene, saying that she was shot in the head. She had on a white shirt covered in blood. I don't know if any of that is true. All I know is we have a young rapper that was killed. And I mean, the saddest thing about this, because honestly this happens so fucking often, what stands out about this though is she was about to be bigger than what she was, if everything that's being said is true. If she was about to sign with Kodak literally in October, get a new Corvette, new jewelry, she sniper gang, he stamped that, her life was about to elevate so much. And I mean, she's already been around Lil Uzi. I don't know how deep the relationship is, if she's gone like on tour and really gotten a full experience of being around a successful rapper, but Kodak definitely would have put her on that pedestal had she been signed to him. And to hear that these blessings were so close before her life was taken away, it shows you how precious life is, why you can't take it for granted. Quickly. I'm not gonna say that anything involving the Jacksonville shit is related to her death. Right. I don't think so. I think it's just getting attention because of how it played out. She dissed the Jacksonville killer, really, who was killed. And then the people associated with him were dissing her as soon as she died. That's just what comes with the territory. I mean, you can't really do nothing with Julio Fulio and not expect some smoke to come from it. But that's why you gotta pick your friends wisely, and you gotta be able to stand behind whoever the fuck they are. Because if you're willing to go outside and stand next to him, whoever's looking for him is now looking for you. But as far as the whole conspiracy of Empire or just different music labels, people getting killed, like people try to talk about 100K Track, Vaughn's manager, Melly's manager. Oh, how come everybody under you is dying or going to jail? Well, because he signs real street dudes that find themselves in real street situations. And they wouldn't be fucking with him if he wasn't somewhat aligned to what they're aligned with. That in itself speaks for itself. But you can't just say, oh, they get signed and then they get killed. Nah, they get killed without being signed. It happens every fucking day. It's just not as big of a story because they're not popping rappers. But people die every day in every hood, in every ghetto, in America. Period. Non-stop. The fucking switches, the drill music, everything. It's a fad to have certain fucking guns within the rap culture, the hip-hop culture, the hip-hop community. And you got the older hip-hop artists that speak down on it, but you know when they were in their prime, a lot of them were doing the same shit. But with that being said, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me.
Hey, factual, bro. I always hit it on the head, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch. Because, you know what I'm saying, if you don't pay attention, you might just miss what the fuck is going on. Like, bro. Like, and that's real. That's factual. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm DJ VIEW1, and I'll let y'all later. Peace.